Up, Buddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and get today's manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Drama Queen Chapter 9. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. So considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we could keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we cover in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you are a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked winter anime season in full swing and more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So last chapter, Kitami confronted his family's killer. And they completely denied it and said it was their twin brother that did it. Their evil twin brother that did it. But based on their actions in the chapter, it really seemed like that twin brother story is some bullshit. But at the end of the chapter, though, we got into the start of what seems to be an indoctrination via the education system. So let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. The theme of our lecture is love and symbiosis, and the handful of discriminatory voices. Alien extermination dealer, Iglaskar takes to the podium. Yes, and welcome. And I love that his tie has the alien like on the top, and it says welcome. Oh my god. Oh, we got a beautiful color page here. Go on, cry and scream, entertain me. A clash of interests and ideas. And the chapter is titled, What's With That Face? I love this color page so much. It is everything. God. Ichikawa, you are serving with this color page for sure. But anyways, tell me, do you guys like aliens? Personally, I love him. Well, that would be a shallow, irreverent way of putting it. I feel a profound sense of love and gratitude toward them. It's the same for all of you, right? They saved planet Earth. It's thanks to them that we're alive today. We know he's full of shit, but he has to go along with it. I can't shake this irritation. That guy won't get out of my head. Poor Kitami. I think Kitami... Because Kitami's conflicted. Because he doesn't know if bro is lying. But I think deep down, I think he knows. I think he knows he's lying. I haven't felt anything since yesterday. No appetite, nothing. This is bad. If I'm not eating or sleeping normally, then I'm going to lose my strength. I've got to eat, even if I feel like shit. Namamoto. Namamoto? Sup? Keep it down. If you're noisy, we'll get caught. So have some awareness and don't hold me back. What's he gonna do? I want to make Earth an even happier place for aliens to live in. Their happiness is our happiness after all. Dude, this is some cult shit. This is some cult shit. Oh my god. There's a whole myriad of problems that can't be solved with human ability alone. He's not wrong to an extent, but let's look at this board here. It says war, disaster, wealth inequality, declining birth rate, aging population. If you've read, and I've covered this on my channel, Hoseki no Kuni and UQ Holder, you know for a fact that despite even immortality, or like even if there was no money or anything, that inequality and war and disaster is still going to exist. You're not going to get rid of it no matter what, because yeah, it's part of human nature. That's just how it is. And if you've read Gun X Clover, you know that the only way to get rid of war and to an extent disaster and inequality, well, I don't think you even getting rid of inequality either, because you still have someone kind of ruling over them, is to get rid of someone's free will. And still, to that extent, as we saw in Gun X Clover, to that extent, you still had someone pulling the switch and ruling over it. So yeah, you're not getting rid of it no matter what. So the declining birth rate and aging population, yeah, that's one thing. I can agree with that. But the rest of it, no. If anything, what the aliens are going to do is make it worse. They will make it worse. They will make the wealth inequality worse. They'll make war and disaster. They'll probably make it worse. It's just how it is. Because when you introduce a foreign population, especially if they're not assimilating, it just what they'll do is, and Europe's the best example of this. What will happen is you'll have a culture clash, and that culture clash, it doesn't mesh well, obviously, and you will see an increase of fighting, and eventually you will see war. You will see disasters happen. Well, not natural disasters per se, but you get what I'm saying. Intervention from the aliens, who, unlike us humans, possess a level perspective and high technological capabilities, could aid in solving these issues. You know what this is about. The government wants the technology to destroy their enemies. That's what this is all about. They just want the technology. That's what this is really about. It's not about the wealth inequality. It's not about any of that shit. What it's really about is they want not just the technology so that they can defeat their enemies. They want votes as well. That's what this is all about. Let's be fucking real. But that's what this is really about. It is. It's all about power. It's all about remaining in power, gaining power, and control. And guess what? It's going to backfire on them. Intervention from the aliens, who, unlike us humans, possess a level perspective and high technological capabilities, could aid in solving these issues, resulting in fewer tragedies and misfortune for all of us. You're full of... That is bullshit. That is a load of bullshit. As I said, Europe is the best example of that. What's happening over there is the best example of that. And, well, you're not getting the technologies from Europe, from a lot of these migrants. I know it's... But the reason why I say Europe in particular is because what you have happening with Europe's crisis in particular is it's kind of like a repeat, or you're kind of repeating history with the Crusades. and it's kind of like a slowly but surely colonization. That's why I'm using Europe specifically for this comparison. I know you can make the argument that I could be comparing this to the US or something like that, but it's the difference between like the US and Europe is Europe, it's definitely a lot more obvious that this is more of like, it's starting to become more of like a repeat of history, if that makes sense. And also, not only that, I've seen, and yes, I know there's been like immigrants saying this too, or there's been illegal alien. I gotta use the term because it totally applies here. There's been illegal aliens saying that they're gonna take back states in the name of Mexico. Yeah, there's been that too, but it's not as bad as in Europe, where you have illegal aliens literally saying that they're gonna take back the countries from Europe that they had in, that the Moors had during the Crusades. It's a little bit different. Hopefully that makes sense. Your girlfriend seems like the type to complain about people who don't eat the crispy parts of the bottom of a corn dog. Oh, here's Kitami. Yeah, she literally did yesterday. Ooh, damn, Kitami. And Namamoto is enjoying this, but damn, that whack was good. She's the one who shamelessly turned on me back at the hotel. How come she doesn't seem even the least bit remorseful? Bro, Namamoto is a complete dumbass. She is simple-minded. She's gonna go where the food is. If you keep her fed, she's not gonna turn on you. I managed to shove down the anger and distrust I felt toward Namamoto up until now, but I don't think I can anymore. Just looking at her pisses me off. It's not the first time I've thought this, but I hate people like her. I'm not exactly one to talk, but she's basically a sociopath. I bet she's never experienced love from another person her whole life. Everything she does is only for herself. Well, yeah, probably. No, she even said it. She does everything for herself. Under normal circumstances, she's the last person I'd want to be friends with. And yet, without her, my dream, getting rid of the aliens is impossible. So, what do I do? Well, you use her, duh! I won't rest until I'm rid of them for good. But I also have no guarantee that a free spirit like Namamoto will stick around. Unfortunately, the aliens are invading our planet, and other such baseless claims are also in our midst, rare as they may be. But we must not be fooled by them. Think about it carefully. If they really wanted to take us over, they could have done so instantly with their technology. This is true. But they're being tactful with this. The aliens are being extremely tactful. It's kind of like with, because it's the best comparison with this is China and Japan. China is being very tactful because they know Japan is allied with the U.S. And if China tries to pull a stunt, the U.S. is going to bomb them to the next decade because we have nukes. And how China is, I should probably be comparing like this more so to China than what's happening with Europe. But Europe was like the best example off the top of my head. In terms of like a colonization situation, but especially one that's somewhat succeeding. But in terms of China, if I really want to compare it with China, because China does have a lot of technological capabilities. They're colonizing the East China Sea. You have that situation, and they have the agreement now with Japan, and they're going to try and take over via entertainment, which is really goddamn big. But there is this line too. If they really wanted to take us over, they could have done so instantly with their technology. But all they've done in these 9 years is that meteor is beautiful, by the way. But all they've done in these 9 years is blast away a meteorite and share the technology with us. That's it. China's done some very similar things. Their technology is more on the cheap side, but you know what I mean. But still, Russia shares their technology with China as well. So Russia's trying to pull a similar stunt as well. But this is what happens. But God, I know way too much about foreign policy. This is what happened. I used to run a politics podcast, and if you follow me long enough, you know that I used to do that. And something that I discussed a lot on that podcast is foreign policy. So I know a little too much about foreign policy. You must close your ears to the discriminatory voices of the miserable and lonely, and in response to their anger, ask them, has anything you've done made your life better? This is what you hear from leftists, not just leftists, but, oh God, this is what oh, hold on a second. Okay. You know what? I have to wonder, Ichikawa, are you trolling the critics right now with this? If you are, I gotta applaud you right now, because I feel like that's what's happening. Let's see. If they really wanted to take us over, they could have done so instantly with their technology. But all they've done in these 9 years is blast away a meteorite and share the technology with us. That's it. You must close your ears to the discriminatory voices of the miserable and lonely, and in response to their anger, ask them, has anything you've done made your life better? It's a quote from one of my favorite movies. Please tuck it away. Please tuck it somewhere safe into your hearts. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really think Ichikawa, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Ichikawa went after the Western trolls with this. Oh my God, I think they did. If they did, like I think they did, specifically, this part here, I gotta read this part again. You must close your ears to the discriminatory voices of the miserable and lonely, and in response to their anger, ask them, has anything you've done made your life better? Oh my God, Ichikawa, I love you so much for this. I think that was for them. I think that was for the trolls. Oh my God, I love you so much for this. Oh my God. It's a quote from one of my favorite movies. Please tuck it somewhere safe into your hearts. Lastly, allow me to touch on some very real prospects with you all. Ooh, this is great. I love that the tie is on the street. Negotiations with the relevant parties and plans to attract aliens are currently underway. The aim? To double the population of aliens in Seno City within the year. Ooh, let's give them a taste of human hospitality. Show your love and gratitude. Get rid of those frowning faces, and let us aim for a happy, all-inclusive society. I'm telling you, this is Europe. This is goddamn Europe. This is what I know people could say this is the US all you want. I know you could make that argument too, but God, this is literally what you've seen, what I've seen in Western Europe. I know, and I live in California. I'm just telling you what I've seen via live streams, rallies and live streams. I've seen this. Thank you. Well, we will now move on to the practical lesson on alien food culture. And to my Western European subscribers, let me know if this sounds familiar to you. I want to know, because this, to me, from what I've seen, I've read and live streams and all that, that's what this sounds like to me. It sounds like something I've seen, in particular, in the UK. Oh my god, it really does. Oh, student, what's up? There was no meteor. The aliens staged the whole thing, making us feel like we owe them was their plan all along so they could invade us. I bet you're getting compensation from the ones whose plan it is to bring in more aliens. I'm right, aren't I? What kind of what kind of backwards conspiracy is that? They really just saved the Earth out of the kindness of their hearts. Invade us? Nah, this is just tourism for them. That's a lot. That's a lie. But but do go ahead. Continue to fester in your delusions and resentment. I love to see it. This kind of conflict is especially fun to watch. The kind filled with anger and hatred. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of like I see like tinfoil hat sheep. Like I know this isn't one of those times because I don't know if he's funded by them specifically. He probably is to an extent, but like when I see like tinfoil hat sheep going nuts, it is the funniest thing. When it's actually the case. This I don't think is, but like in general, it's just the funniest thing. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm going home to sleep. See you later, angry boy. Wait, Namamoto, what? I want you to come with me. Wait, what? What does Kitami plan to do with Namamoto? I think Kitami's going to have Namamoto kill his boss. That's what I think is going to happen. But, God, this chapter was good. Oh my God, that was really good. I gotta see what, if the Manga Plus comments are kind of agreeing with me. On this. This is interesting. Okay, so he encouraged them to be, he encouraged them to be more open so that we reach a point when aliens dominate and become an existential threat to humans that lead to his extermination booming. That is very true. Plus, he crafted his image to be unassuming. Plus, he got the pleasure from the drama. That's true. Awesome. You got cutting progression. That is very, very true. I didn't think about that either. That is very sneaky. To bring the aliens here just so they could lure them all there so they could just all be exterminated at once. That is very sneaky. It's not just that, but it's also to kind of get the students kind of questioning the aliens a little bit. And he's loving it. And I love that someone else said, that means double food for Namamoto. Yeah, Namamoto's going to be eating good. But I see it's so sneaky. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know for sure if that line was Ichikawa just trolling some of the tourists that were going in and calling this manga racist. I really hope it was. Please tell me it was. I really want this to be the case because that's what it seems like this chapter is in a way with the Iglaskar. I really think Iglaskar's lecture, the whole point of it was to troll the hater, or to troll the tourists that were going in on this manga in the West specifically. I really hope that was the case, because that would just be fucking epic. Oh my God, that would be so epic. Oh God, I really hope that's the case. But because as I said, like, what he was saying is, like I saw through the bullshit, obviously. I know he was full of shit. And obviously, at least one of the students is like, dude, you're full of shit. I know, I could see through it. I know what's happening. I'm not dumb. Some of the people there are stupid. and will get indoctrinated, or probably indoctrinated, and believe in the bullshit. Obviously, they will, because they're dumb. But there's probably people there that are like this other kid are like, wait a minute, something very suspicious is happening here. I could see, and I gotta wonder if those people in particular, Iglaskar is going to have those people. He's going to recruit these people into his business, into his extermination business. That I could see being the case as well. Like this being a test to see who's going to join his. This being a test to like a recruitment test kind of thing, as well as getting more people to think. Especially when it says here in the opening text. I want to read this again here on the. This is why opening text is, and like title page text is so important. It says here, "Go on, cry and scream, entertain me." He's getting them to think. And and then it says here, a clash of interests and ideas. I think he was testing them. He was testing them, and he's gonna. I feel like he is going to recruit them for his extermination business. Because he was preparing them for what's to come. I'm very curious what you guys think. Like, part of me thinks it's troll. You know, Ichikawa is not only giving us that, but also that line was just trolling too. It's like a 2-for-1. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Drama Queen content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.